朋友们，新年快乐! And for those of you who didn't understand, Happy Chinese New Year, everyone. And for those of you who don't remember my name, I'm Murad Ziad. Chinese New Year. A festivity that I'm quite nostalgic for, I must say. Having not celebrated it since my 12 years' time in Beijing, it's a holiday that I've grown to know and love, grown to celebrate it a lot as a child. And even today, really, I find there's a bit of an interesting symbolism behind it all. We'll learn more as we go along here at the lovely Aberdeen Centre in Richmond, but as a starting attraction, let's take a look at the Golden Dragon and Lion Dance, shall we? Well, on a side note, I also forgot to mention it's Year of the Pig. Well, that concludes the outdoor entertainment, and fun fact, did you know that the Golden Dragon and Lion Dance is actually two dances merged into one? You learn something new every day. Anyway, that concludes the outdoor entertainment, like I said. Let's see what the indoor has to offer. So like with any festivity, Chinese New Year has a lot of decorations to discover. So let's take a look. Starting with the Red Lantern, or Hong Deng Long as it's called. This one symbolizes driving away bad luck. And you see this in a lot of public settings and events and all that. And usually it's decorated up and just hung around the center. And I think it's a good way to definitely make sure your event's well lit, well decorated and all that. And okay, yeah, I'm dragging this out a little too long. Anyway, come on. Here's the upside down Fu, by the way, which means luck, but poured out. And there's a bit of a funny story behind it too. Once upon a time, a family hung up their Fu upside down on their front door, and when a guest came to their front door, he shouted to them, calmly mind you, "Your Fu is upside down!" And I just realized from here, a lot of traditions tend to happen on accident, don't they? I mean, nothing ever really makes sense in tradition half the time, so we'll just see. And here we have the cut paper decoration, or jianzhi as it's called. And usually this symbolizes good luck and happiness. And like with the Fu, this would be hung up outside your front door or outside your neighbor's door. And yeah, it would be a very welcoming decoration to have on Chinese New Year. So now, let's move on to hongbao, or money, or the red bag, which contains money. So if you want to hear more about that, come on. So I'm sure you know this one, hongbao, or red bag as it's called, and it symbolizes good luck and fends off evil spirits. But I'm sure you know the tradition of this also, where it's a bag you give to a friend or someone close to you, and you put in a dollar bill in there. I'd say 100, but to be generous, let's say 20. So yeah, and of course, and if you're wondering to yourself, what gift do I give to a friend for Chinese New Year? Always remember, hongbao, that's the perfect gift you can give to a friend for Chinese New Year. Never forget that. You know, I'm not an expert on flowers, but good symbolism is admirable when it's there. And no more is that apparent on Chinese New Year than with flowers. So starting with the lucky bamboo, which symbolizes a prosperous life moving forward. Ah, the orchid, symbol of love and beauty, and of course the bonsai, a symbol of strength and willpower. Now those are themes that I would say are pretty personal to me, particularly love and beauty and strength and willpower, because I tend to lack those sometimes. So seeing these, or understanding what they mean more so, kind of gives me a sense of an uplifting mood, or optimism, as I think it's called. Yes, optimism. A sense of feeling of optimism, let's say. And no more is that helpful than on Chinese New Year, where you want to celebrate the goodwill of the future. Well, here we are, my friend, the final part of our Aberdeen tour. There seems to be a bit of a show going on downstairs, hosted by Fairchild Radio, I believe, where there's different acts and performances going on, and at the same time, they are counting down to Chinese New Year. So, interested to see what they have to offer? Well then, let's take a look together, shall we? Well, that concludes our visit to Aberdeen Centre, my friend. And I think today overall, we learned quite a bit of things about Chinese New Year. Got a vibe of the symbolism, got a vibe of the culture around, or how to celebrate the culture more so. And overall, an entertaining experience. So, till next time, take care and 新年快乐!